Hello and welcome to On the Food Scene with Steve. I'm here in Ybor City, Florida, and with me is the fourth generation of the family that founded the Columbia restaurant, Richard Gansmart.
Good afternoon, everyone.
It's a pleasure to be here, and what a lunch.
Well, we had a lot of fun, didn't we? That's what I have to do every day, taste all those foods.
Oh, I think you'd have to roll me out of here if we did that. What did we have to eat to start with? That famous salad, what is that called?
The 1905 salad, that's named after the year that Columbia was founded by my great-grandfather. And it's just a great meal by itself. Wonderful, our most popular lunch item, that with some Cuban bread.
Serving that bread, oh yes. And tell me a little about the bread company that makes that. 93 years, I believe.
The same family, the Moret family, have been baking our Cuban bread for 93 years. And the same family have been selling us our dairy products. The Guayardo family have been selling us our milk 97 years. You got how many places could say they have 4 or 5 generations, 90 plus years working together?
That is true. And then we also had a sampling of all the soups that you do. What were they?
You know, the Columbia was started by our great soups. Our Spanish bean soup, a sopa de garbanzo, our black bean soup, which is a Cuban soup, were my favorite when I was a child. Caldo gallego, the Galician soup with turnip greens and chorizo, ham and potatoes. And then you have Spain's most favorite soup in Andalusia, gazpacho, chilled vegetable soup.
That was delicious as well. And then we also have the famous Cuban sandwich. And what's the secret of that sandwich? You mentioned something that depends upon the layers and how you put the meat and the cheese in.
When people say, well, it's not a true Cuban sandwich, I said, well, in Cuba, there is no Cuban sandwich. Every sandwich is a Cuban sandwich. The sandwich that you find in Tampa should have been really called a Tampa sandwich. It represents the different cultures that came here. You have the ham from the Spanish, it's glazed with sugar and caramelized. You have the roast pork from the Cubans, marinated with sour oranges, garlic, and oregano. And then you have the Italians, a general salami that's layered on top. And then followed by Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard from the Germans that ran these department stores.
Okay, so the way you layer it actually makes it taste a little different.
It's so important.
Okay.
And I've been to one of our restaurants where they had the mustard on the bottom, and I took a bite. And I told the general manager, this sandwich is made upside down. Because when you bite it, it hits the palate a certain way.
And then, of course, you had that special, the fried rice, and what was in that?
It's the Cuban fried rice that we had. You know, the Cubans were influenced by the Chinese that came to Cuba back hundreds of years ago, basically enslaved, and they brought the hot skillets to it. So this was rice with Gulf of Mexico shrimp, ham and pork, and it was tasty. It
was, and the dessert, the finale. I mean, we had one of everything, I think it was.
We started with our flan, the recipe of my grandmother. Crema catalana, which is from the Catalan area of Barcelona. And then two items that we created. In memory of my dad, our white chocolate bread pudding with a rum sauce. I think it was just to die for.
Yes.
And then we ended with a brand new item, our guava and cream cheese turnover in a vanilla sauce.
That was a wonderful, wonderful treat. The combination was wonderful. And you see 1,700 people here?
The restaurant started as a little corner cafe with 40 seats on 7th and 22nd Street. It now encompasses an entire city block. It's a 52,000 square foot building with 15 dining rooms for 1,700 people. I don't want to be here if 1,700 people are here.
And talking about number of restaurants, how many do you have now?
We have 7 Columbia restaurants. The second was built in 1958 in Sarasota. Beautiful St. Armand Circle, 1/4 mile from the Gulf of Mexico, what is Florida's whitest beaches. And then we're in St. Augustine, our historic district.
I've been to that one.
Yeah, we opened that in 1983. We're in St. Petersburg at the top of the pier, Clearwater Beach, Disney's Town of Celebration, and a Columbia Cafe at the new Tampa Bay History Center.
Wow, and for those folks that want more information about it, what is your website?
www.columbiarestaurant.com. That's COLUMBIARESTAURANT. And the name Columbia is not from the country Columbia. It was named after a very popular song called Columbia, the Gem of the Ocean.
And you also have a wonderful new cookbook.
That's it. And it tells all the secret recipes and the stories, the successes, the failures, the difficulties, the happiness and the sorrow.
And I want to just point out this beautiful photo or actual painting, and that painting is something special to you.
That's my mother, Adela Hernandez Gansmart, and she's a graduate of Juilliard School of Music, and it was painted by a famous Cuban artist when she was 28 years old. But she didn't like it. She had it hanging from her garage upside down. We're proud to have it here.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Richard,
for
hosting me here this afternoon. On the Food Scene with Steve, I'm here with Richard Gansmart at the beautiful Columbia Restaurant in Ybor City, Florida.